video, I'll show you two investigation activities to explore the viscosity of a range of different liquids, and for students to use their knowledge about the size and shape of molecules and how they interact to explain why viscosity differs between liquids. Ensure that you have introduced the concepts related to viscosity with the whole class discussion described in the lesson plan. For the first activity, each group will need access to 5 different liquids such as honey, maple syrup, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, and cooking oil. But feel free to use whatever is convenient for you. They'll also need 5 small measuring cups, a disposable cup, a stopwatch, and some old newspaper or similar to protect the benchtop. Instruct students not to eat any of the liquids and to wash their hands after the activity. Students should draw up a simple table ready for their results before they start. Ask students to measure roughly 10 milliliters of each liquid into each of their 5 measuring cups, ensuring that they are all level. As an alternative, they could use 5 large teaspoons. Explain that students will measure the time it takes to empty each 10 milliliters of the different liquids from each measuring cup until the last drop falls. When everything is ready, each group should carry out the investigation by one member pouring each liquid from its cup into a recyclable cup and another timing how long until the last drop drips out, with a third member recording the times. It can be a little hard to determine if it's truly the last drop, so encourage students to try again if they weren't sure the first time. An alternative is to use the race to the bottom method. Instead of pouring liquids from the cups or teaspoons, use small whiteboards, stiff cardboard, or corflute, which has been cut to size. Draw 2 lines across the board, about 2 centimeters below the top and 2 centimeters above the bottom. With the board lying flat on the table, measure out equal-sized dollops of each liquid on the top line. When the timer is ready, one group member says "Ready, set, go," a second member stands the board up so that it is vertical, and the timer starts the stopwatch. Use the time each stream of liquid takes to run to the bottom line as the measure of viscosity. If students have difficulty timing all 5 liquids at once, consider running them one at a time, or simply ranking the order that they finish in. Any similar approach will likely be suitable. Remembering that viscosity is a measure of the liquid's resistance to flow, ask students to discuss in their groups the factors that determine viscosity. Hopefully, they will respond with factors like the size and shape of the molecules, the forces between the molecules, and the temperature of the liquid. In the following lesson, students should test how the temperature of a fluid like honey or maple syrup affects its viscosity. Place 1 honey or maple syrup container in an ice bath, another in a warm water bath, and leave another one at room temperature. Use the same method to test the viscosities of the cold, hot, and room temperature liquids.